These bombs get embalmed.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Hashaton, Scarab's Fist. Hashaton is a 2-mana card that sits there and then triggers when you discard a creature. You can pay 3 mana in response to the discard to make a token copy of it. That's a 4/4. And you still get to keep the actual card in your graveyard. It doesn't exile it or anything. Hashaton is fantastic with cheap loot spells, things that let you draw and discard or discard and draw, or things that just discard themselves so you can put them in the graveyard, make a copy, and get whatever abilities they have. Whether those are super strong cards that can gain you life and draw you cards, cards that remove when they enter, like Ash and Rider, and that one also removes when it leaves, ones that have really powerful passives like Toxrill, which at the end step is going to be taking out all of your opponent's creatures by making them sluggish. Maybe a bit of sacrifice, maybe a bit of reanimation, maybe some crime with crabs, some removal of artifacts or enchantments. It doesn't matter what you want, as long as you can discard it, Hashaton can make it real. Hashaton is a really strong commander because it costs so little mana, and it's very hard to counter abilities. And abilities like discarding, usually the discard is part of the cost. So with this, I've got a large number of cards that can discard either for free or by tapping. And that's what the 2-mana slot is. Then we have a couple of planeswalkers that do similar things. We've got some connive. And as we get further up in the deck, it's all the good big stuff. And if it doesn't work to use Hashaton, that's fine. You can just cast these incredibly strong spells or reanimate them with cards like Unburial Rites, Thoughtseize, or Priest of Fell Rites. Hashaton is strong and in Esper colors, so you can play protection, you can play removal, you can play counter spells, you can kind of do it all with this deck. So let's take Hashaton into the queue and start turning some cards into zombies. Fergal, Quag Nurturer. Is this the guy who makes leeches? I think it is. Yeah, make a leech if you don't got a leech. Sacrifice a leech to get mana. Rad, okay, that's a cool card. Fergal is probably not playing any leeches. Just using this to ramp. Speaking of ramp, Kami of Bamboo Groves. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect from this deck, other than Golgari good stuff, which a lot of it is removal. They're very good at destroy non-land permanent. They could also be building around the, like, +1/+0 and Death Touch. Probably not. Could be doing high power creatures for Fergal to sacrifice, kind of like a Get Rog deck. Lands do be fallen. They played the snake, then a land. They'll have 2 mana to work with. What color do you make? Some extra green? Are you going to keep on ramping? You're going to kill my looter. They're going to keep on ramping. Rampant growth. They have twice as much mana and then 1 more. Uh-oh. Is it a cut down? Fatal push! Ah, my discards. That's a discard, but it's going to be hard for me to line it up right. I'd rather use it to bring this back. Get a plains in hand. I could also use this to, like, put the boots into play. Use it to put the plains into play, bring back the likeness looter. Here's Fergal. I am going to discard Agadeem's Awakening to bring back the likeness looter. Play Hashaton. And I'm just going to hope I can do the thing that my deck does. I think that actually the spikier play, the play that would have been like going for the highest win rate, would just be use this to get the extra land into play, to ramp so I can Crab Abomination sooner. I think that's a much less interesting play though, Because it doesn't let me do what Hashaton does. Why cast spell when spell free? They have 3 cards in hand. Ooh, and one of them is Vorinclex. This is never gonna flip over. Swinging for 6? Sure. Because they ate their leech, they will get another leech. I could either exile something, or I could go for value. No, I think we go for the Ashen Rider, or maybe Norn, because I drew it. Norn does stop the power-based stuff, so let's do that. And then I'm going to protect the Elesh Norn token and surveil. There's a big boy. I love that the Restoration of Iganjo is just sitting there, though. It's like, yep, 2 counters. Just 2 counters. 2 is fine. 2 is plenty. Are you looking at sacrificing Vorinclex? I mean, if they attack in, it will get Death Touch. Oh no, with power 2 or less. It has a power 4. You could have Death Touch and +1/+0. Iganjo will never be restored. Oh my god, it's like the construction project that was across the street from me that went on for like 3 years. Funding ran out to restore Iganjo. Oh my god, a tragedy. It's the big dig over here. I mean, it kind of looks like the corridor. Do you eat the leech? They ate Velgavoth! Okay, I have to sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. This flips. Like, I can Ashen Rider and just, like, sacrifice the pieces for it. I could Hoarding Broodlord to find removal that gets around. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I wouldn't be able to do that and this. Okay, there's a land. I am gonna go for Broodlord. I still get the copy of it, even though it gets exiled. And then I'm going to grab Speedbrood Stalker, which I can convoke to cast. And I'm not... Listen. I'm choosing Velgavoth. It gets around the ward. It gets around the ward on Velgavoth. So this is like just a big Golgari ramp deck. Oh my god, they thought I was mind gamesing them. They thought I was going for the mind games. No, I needed Velgavoth to die. I used a Jedi mind trick. Is the mind trick crying? Why you play Bitter Blossom? I got the lady out. Maybe they're just like, I give up. I give up. I'll make a fairy. It'll die. I'll lose a life. It's funny. I want the crab. GG. Varus, Silvery Moon, Ranger from Dungeons and Dragons. He goes into dungeons. I do not have white mana here, but I believe. Also, I have like some good cards otherwise. I got a Malcolm. Malcolm's good. Varus is going to be going into the dungeon when they cast creatures or planeswalkers. I'll just pop down this Drowned Catacomb since I'm not using the mana from it anyway. If they complete a dungeon, they get a wolf. Oh, woo. He's also a 3/3, and he does have reach, which means he'll be able to block Malcolm, but he'd have to trade with the Smuggler's Copter. Do I feel like this or this? I feel like it's going to be Malcolm, because this also makes it look like I have a counter spell, like I have some interaction. I don't. I have Malcolm. Ooh, nice. He's an elf, or a half-elf, so that will, that'll work with the Priest of Titania. Let's go for Rafine this turn. I don't have anything big to reanimate with Hashaton, so I like this as just like, I'm setting up. Looting some more. It'll cost 5 mana to do this all in one turn. Since they're in green, like, I don't need to be that afraid of interaction, of them, like, fighting it. But a little afraid. Circle of Dream Druids, they're just going for more ramp. Varus not coming out yet. He's tapping for 2 since these are both elves. And Fuel Tank Feaster, which will discount a card in their hand. This is such a good card. It's actually very weird how good it is. Yeah, you have ramped. I feel like this is going to be a very ends in a hoof kind of a game. I don't think I need the Smuggler's Copter, but I can't cast both. I have plenty of lands here. Draw and discard from Malcolm as well. Nice. I'm a fan of a lot of cards that are in here. Bring out Hashaton and Smuggler's Copter. Now I have a 3/3 blocker if I need it. And I have as much looting as I could ever want. Druid of the Cowl. Costs 1 less to cast. You know, that does actually reveal some information. It tells me that the most expensive card in their hand costs 2 mana. Nice henge. It's a flood of elves. It is a flood of elves. No hoof yet. I could swing with up to 3. Do I feel like defending at all? Not really, no. I feel like attacking. So I'm going to attack with all 3 of these. And you are my target for conniving. Okay, very good. I'm going to go for the Speed Brood Stalker. And I'll also drop a Sink into Stupor and a Vona here. And the one I want to copy is the Speed Brood Stalker. Sorry, Vona. You're rad, too. And now we're going to play a little mini game. I'm going to pick a thing for them to sacrifice, and they're going to pick a thing for them to sacrifice. Now, they could pick the same thing. What's it going to be? I'm thinking Circle of Dream Druid. They also got it. Draw a card. Yep, I was looking for an untapped mana. So I could play the Likeness Looter. Does it show me hovering their cards? I'm not exactly sure how much it shows, but I have a feeling it shows more than it should. Discarding need the One Ring. It's not supposed to because it's secret, but it's possible that it doesn't hold it long enough to actually make it secret. So they have a ton of mana still. Priest tapping for 3, Feaster for 1, Druid for 1, and those Henges getting in 2 mana too. Seven mana. Going all into Lair of the Hydra, maybe? No, I don't know what to expect from their hand. I mean, if it's like... If it was a hoof, they wouldn't be tapping like this. No, it looks like they just want to swing for 10 off Lair of the Hydra. Cool. I don't need this Lightness Looter, so I'm just going to chump block. I get a free cast off Malcolm's hit this turn. And also might have lethal off of the Connive. In fact, I probably do. GG Varus. Arabo the First Fang. Arabo is a Cats commander. Very aggressive and very wide. I'm going to hope that I can either use Hoarding Broodlord or just naturally draw one of my, like, Elesh Norns, Perforator, Crocodiles. Cards like that. Because I'm going to need them in order to take out all the kitty cats. When a cat enters, they get more cats, and their cats also get bigger. Meow meow. Oh, they're gaining life with cats. Cats definitely has like a bit of a life gain sub-theme. Marsh Flats, I just want to grab my Triome here. I kind of want to save Virtue to kill Arabo. I could play Hashaton and block. None of these line up super well with both blocking this turn and in 2 turns. Just like, this is not very good at blocking. It's just a very good looter. Hashaton out here can block the Sacred Cat. It's a good kitty. I'm just taking it out. I do no fear. Maintaining my 1-3. Most cats are pretty small. Until Arbo starts, you know, big. There's a bunch of other cat lords too, like Regal Caracal. Roaming Throne! That's a good cat right there. So I wouldn't be able to play this and get rid of the Roaming Throne because of Ward. That's okay. I can tell Arbo to get lost after they attack in. They'll get 2 more cats though, if they go for Arbo this turn. Nope, Savannah Lions. That's a cat, all right. Ooh, just all Goldmane. That's actually a very good target for this. And I'm just going to kill it now. Enjoy your maps. Giselle is just buffs up all of your creatures based on the number of attacking creatures. Oh, cool. Getting the vault's nice. I'm just gonna do this now. Making sure it's leaving up the duel. Perfect. And I think that this has to be something that I'm either convoking out or just casting normally. Ooh, so many choices. There's a bunch that I could, like, convoke out this turn. I kind of like One Ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I only have 3 mana. I'm so sorry, opponent. I'm just gonna go for life as a resource. I'll pay 8 life against the cat aggro deck. I'm brave. And then next turn, I should be able to convoke at Norn. I want to be able to, like, block well this turn, and then no more kitties. Arvo comes out, and it is going to make twice the cats. But that doesn't matter because Elesh Norn says no kitties. I was trying to decide between Elesh Norn and, like, Perforator Crocodile. Perforator Crocodile, my beloved. How much do I care about this? I do want to prevent the damage. I can bring that back in the graveyard. Famous cat hater, Elesh Norn. Elesh Norn, why are you like this? And we can even hold up a mana drain. GG, Arabo. Any flash, the veteran returns things from the graveyard to play, as long as they don't cost a lot of mana, and also is going to be getting them cards in exile, which they can cast. I like Annie Flash's design. It's cool. It's a little, like, all over the place, but the more mounts we get, the better she gets. I could go for Rona this turn, but I kind of want a double spell next turn. So I will go for the Hallowed Fountain or Spy. No, I want Godless Shrine, so this comes in untapped. And Solar Transformer. I'm ramping. Annie Flash, I've seen it played as a Legends deck before, like lots of legendary creatures. And I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to be built. Lots of vehicles, also possible. Lots of fun. You're hoping we have mountable dragons in Tarkir? We got a mountable dragon in Aether Drift. Ooh, Questing Druid. They might be based around the theme of casting from exile. Questing Druid kind of suggests that, kind of like a Rocco deck. But this makes me think it's just good aggro cards. Why not? RIP Hashaton. I could have left that in the graveyard for reanimation, but, like, I don't think I need to. Oh, right. I'm going to do this. That's what I was going to say. I don't need to because I have something better to reanimate, which is to say this. No, not you. This. My creatures are now indestructible. Yippee. Also, I have an 8/8 flyer. It was worth the life, and it always will be worth the life. There are some exiling spells, Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, any, like, enchantment removal for the most part. There's ways for them to get rid of Avacyn, but they gotta find them. Or they could just go so wide with Caretaker's Talent. I could just use this to get a land. I could use the Rona because it's, like, free. I'll use this. Boop. Angel of Ruins to take out Caretaker's Talent. And they are making a pilot, which will draw them a card. Okay, so maybe there is a vehicles theme here. I really like Defend the Rider. It's one of those, like, protective spells, but its alternate mode is make a little guy. And we win! Yippee! GG, Annie Flash. Acererak the Arclich. I've got protection. I've got discard. I've got crabs. And they're going to be doing mono black combos because it's a Paradox Engine deck. Or you can actually do it without Paradox Engine. It's just easiest to do it with Paradox Engine. I kind of like grabbing the shock land here just to maximize my fixing. Godless Shrine looks good to me. Giver of Runes. Nice. Are you gonna kill my Giver? Yep. Well, they used one piece of removal on her, so maybe they won't have removal for Hashaton. I know I'm like straight up deluding myself, but I can try. Hashaton lives. Not like I'm actually able to, like cast the spells off the discards this turn, but I like having this out here. I'll swing in with the Hashaton and I'll make us both discard. I will discard Caves of Koilos. And they dropped a Duress. Oh, that actually didn't have any targets in my hand. Skyclave Relic, a rock I cannot destroy. We'll both discard. I'm going to discard the crab. And reanimate it. Behold! Crabomination! Wait, what did I hit? What did I hit? Stronghold Thirst, and I didn't even get to see the third card. Sure. Alright. I can't handle the crab. Omnath, Locus of the Royal. Omnath comes down, deals damage based on the number of elementals, but more importantly, grows as you get lands entering play, and eventually starts drawing you cards. This Omnath is likely running lots of other landfall synergy because they can. And it's good. Landfall has a lot of great cards. I think I'll just start by playing the Witch Enchanter for mana. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to ramp. I don't have any, like, discard pieces here. I could also hold Memory Lapse with the assumption that they're going to try to play this. Okay, well, there's a discard piece. The Guardian of New Benalia. What was that? I was trying to play the blue side. Okay. Sure, game. Did you guys see that? It, like, I bring it to hover and it's like, you selected Murkwater Pathway. I did? Sure. Good news, they didn't cast it. But now I don't have blue except for on that. I am actually going to lead with a Thoughtseize. Show me your secrets. Please show me your secrets. They're sacrificing a land? Yeah, I will. So Harrow, unlike most cards like it, has the sacrifice as part of the cost. I guess just Esper cards are good. They're very rude. GG, Omnath. Duretti, Rocketeer, Engineer. Duretti can do some nasty business. I wonder if this is the Luke that I know who plays Magic. Uses the same username. Luke, are you doing the dastardly Duretti things that I was doing a day or so ago? Because I'll have you know, Duretti's kind of cruel. You put big, scary artifacts in your graveyard, and then you sacrifice little, tiny artifacts to bring them back, practically for free. That looks like exactly what's going to happen to me here. Awesome. I'll play Ghostly Pilferer. It can get me a free discard. Also, it will draw me a card when they cast their commander. Yay! Monument to Endurance. It looks like they're much more focused on the discard aspect than I was. Which, cool, rad, awesome. Also, they have started their engines. Vroom vroom! Next turn, I can Ashen Rider. And also be cruel by hitting their lands. Key to the Archive, another discard. So I'd probably want to hit that. Do you want to draw a card, make a treasure, have me lose 3 life? Lightning bolt on Hashaton. Very fair. Would I like to pay 2? Next turn, they're able to Duretti and bring back Portal. So, yeah, I guess I'll pay the 2 since I don't actually get anything out of not doing it. I like that. I'm going to play Priest of Fellrights. Draw a card. And there's a reason I did this. I'm making the assumption that they're going to sacrifice either Monument or that to bring back Portal. And I'm going to go ahead and use this to try and set up for a reanimation. So in order for this to work for me, I need to get a land that's untapped. But I believe in the heart of the cards. Because I'm a brave girl. Are you gonna loop it? Grab that Gear Hulk. Sacrificing their land. Nice. Would I like you to draw 3 cards? No, I want to take the damage. Oh, okay, it's 4. Not bad. Speed up. 9 to the face. And it was not a land. I can 1 ring, but then they can just grab the thing from the graveyard. For anybody wondering when I was going to try to use Priest of Fellrights, bring that back, and exile stuff. So that's going to be, you know, it's going to be a good game. GG, what can I do? Very little. The answer, very little. Here, I'll show them my 1 ring and then leave. GG, Duretti. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Oh, how convenient. They'll be making me discard? I want to discard, but it's a little harder to discard if they're also, like, killing my commander, because they can do that. I will start by paying a bunch of life so I can Thought Seize. Let me seize your thinks, and I want to hit the cards that can kill Hashaton. Abrade. That would be it. They're going to be able to duress me in turn, though, and take out either Kaito or the Seagate. If you hit the Seagate, I can't cast Kaito. If you hit the Kaito, I don't have a discard outlet. Rad. Here's Hashaton. I mean, the discard outlet is this. I also do need blue mana for Hashaton's ability. Did they get removal? I'm just a whittle 1/3. So I have a choice here of, do I wait and see if they get other removal? Or do I just, like, play the Kaito, play the Psychic Frog? I'm going for the Kaito. Get myself some good, just, like, presence on the battlefield. It feels right. I feel like they'll have spells to cast other than Kroxa, too, so fully building around that doesn't feel necessary. All right. Kaito phases out. Frenzied Geist Blaster. Hold up. I discarded the 1 ring and they got something. Okay, well, they know I can bring out Avacyn next turn using Kaito to discard it. So I guess they're like, yeah, I can't get through the Indestructible. Probably have some exile in their deck, but not enough. GG, Kroxa. Nadu, Winged Wisdom. Nadu has been nerfed in Arena, but he's still really strong. They go first. I have nothing too fast here, but I am going to keep this. In this hand, what I'm missing right now is blue mana. I have Hashaton that I can play on 2. Oh, that's perfect. I was saying Hashaton on 2, Liliana, but they're going to be ramping, and they're going to be putting even more lands in play if they can get Nadu's triggers. What the heck? Okay, well, now I just hope that I get my, like, 1 board wipe that's in the deck. Or like a Norn or worm or, sorry, crocodile, whatever. Yeah, a little bit of ramp. Okay, so this is turn 3, and they start the turn with 6 mana. It's moderately ridiculous. Rafine. I feel like it's gonna get countered, though. Memory Lapse goes back on top of the deck. Okay, no attacks. Nadu swings in. It's 3 in the air because it's a stupid huge bird. Rafine again! Sacrificing their land. Yeah, you don't need it. You got plenty of mana. I'm going to start by surveilling. Auto water that back into my hand. Okay, I wanted to... Sure. Alright. That's fine. You got enough birds out there? Jeez, Nadu. This would come in tapped, right? Oh, no. It would come in untapped. Making sure I still have blue. I will swing in with Rafine. She connives. We discard, sure, Childred. It's either that or Angel of the Ruins, and I don't really care about exiling their 2 food tokens. Sacrifice your goose! Yeah, so they ramped, but all they did was ramp. They kind of missed the other half of their deck, which is the part that's not just ramp. Which worked out for me, because I have non-targeting abilities. Good game, Nadu. Errant and Giada, casting things with flash or flying from the top of the deck. I built an Errant and Giada deck that was all about the flash. Because, well, Azorius tempo is good, counter spells are strong, and there's a lot of good cards with flash. So getting a little extra card advantage is pretty sweet. I have a discard, very good discardables, and Hashaton. But against Errant and Giada, I genuinely don't think my deck is going to work. I think they're going to be able to just stop me from doing things. And I accept this. Hello? Hey. How you doing? Last Wish, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, like, if I can get this hand to work, that would kick so much butt. They're gonna be pretty much just playing on my turn, though. I'll keep all the pieces. I'm a believer. Guardian of Nubenalia. Oh, if I could get this to land, that'd be amazing. Is it actually gonna? I don't know. I'll try. Spectral Adversary swinging in. This is a 2/3, so it would be very good at blocking the Guardian. I'm going to attempt to cast Hashaton. They did not play a 3rd land. It resolved. Is he utterly insignificant? No, he's absent. We came in, we asked, where's Grandpa? He's dead. Are you gonna play a land? I'm so ready. Lands! Am I right? They only need 2 lands. It's fine. Abuelo! Come back later. I believe in their ability to kill me with the cards they currently have. I don't really feel like I need likeness looter since I already have a discarder. Hashaton! Can they kill it again? They missed 2 land drops in a row. Yes, but they are Azorius tempo. If they miss a 3rd one in a row, then I'd say game's done. All right, so because they exiled this again, we're swinging in with the Guardian. If you want to trade it with something, I'm unlikely to discard. That's fine. We're now on the you stopped Hashaton twice. Nice, Brandborn Cutthroat. You stopped Hashaton twice, which means it's time for me to just ramp and play the big boys. Always have a backup plan. A Brindborn kind of backup plan. Want it to be leaving open 1 white. Yep. Yeah, the people who are saying like, oh, they've lost, they missed the land drops. No. You trust me when I say you do not need much land to get this deck rolling because of the nature of this format. You don't need it. Human! Playing this first, leaving up 2 blue. Yep. It is an uncounterable Snapcaster Mage. I have a feeling they're going to use that to put memory lapse. All right. And I'm going to mana drain the memory lapse and use the 2 mana to crack the clue. Despark, Doomblade, and Approach. Oh god, Approach could actually be pretty funny here. I'm pretty sure I don't want all 3 of these. I think Avacyn's the one I drop. We get the mana. Use it for this. I can't cast the Doomblade because you need colored mana for it. You only get colorless off mana drain. Come on, sweetie. You know you wanna. Is it a counterspell? Dunno, let's find out. I'm gonna go for the Crocodile over Norn so I can also Doomblade if needed. Okay. They were biding their time and biding their tides. I'm gonna kill the Crocodile. Or, sorry, I'm gonna kill the Cutthroat. I don't get to stab wound them. Even though I really wanted to. Block the biggest thing. Still 4 damage coming through. But, oh, my Crocodile's utterly insignificant. He's so tiny. And you're so die. Yeah, they defanged my Crocodile. They took out all its teeth, all its stab wounds. Does it make the funny one? It makes a pretty good one. I will swing in with Elesh Norn. Whee. You want to play your 0-1 flyer? I don't have 7 life yet to pay. They're surveilling. Looking at what's on top, and... Ooh, that's a cool sleeve. Putting it away was Archivist of Ogma. World's babiest Errington Giada. Yeah, it's a cool sleeve. I will swing in with both. I'd love to gain that life. They could have the Wandering Emperor or a similar card. Oh, they're just putting Grizzlebrand back into my hand. I will recast Grizzlebrand. Grizzlebrand returns. Oh, they couldn't flash that out because they didn't have enough blue. Because this is on human. I run the base art for Errington Giada, saying, good game. They play a bird, it dies. And the Grizzlebrand and Elesh Norn close it out. GG. Oh my god, it's Satsuki. The more sagas that get printed, the better she gets. But she's still not good. But she is a 2-mana commander that can bring back your sagas or other enchantments to your hand. She's not bad. There's just like... she has to compete with some really, really good cards. I will start by seizing their thinks and seeing what they got in there. All right, removal, big buffins, card draw, and protection. I'm going to go for the removal because ideally my deck does just like operate in the vacuum of Hashaton and they just can't interact with me. So that's great. Here's Hashaton. So if Satsuki dies, she'll be able to bring back the Saga to hand, like from their graveyard, or just one that's in play back to hand. She can also accelerate your Sagas. Yay, Sagas! Sagas are fun. We love Sagas here. I guess I'll go for Hallowed Fountain. Playing Rafine. And swinging in. Okay, Bitter Triumph, Wash Away, blah, 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 blah. I will drop the Wash Away. I can hopefully just reanimate a card of my choice. Who do I want to go for here? Ashen Rider lets me just, like, take out their land. This lets me attack their hand. I'm gonna go for Ashen Rider, and I'll drop the boots. Oh, also, when this dies, I get to exile again. Sleepy Hedron? Yeah, I do deserve that. There's no nice way for me to say I am fully aware that my deck is a deck for jerks. But my deck is a deck for jerks. I guess I'll go for Avacyn and it's a Kitsa and one of these lands. How about the Godless Shrine? Decline, accept, we're indestructible. Oh, somebody's asking, is Final Fantasy going to be on Arena? Because that will have Saga creatures. And the answer is yes, because it's a standard set. They're double blocking. Abandoning all hope. There were no Sagas in their graveyard for them to bring back. Even if they had a board wipe somehow, it wouldn't make a difference. We swing in. Rafine, I guess. And wow, that's a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. What's the most costly thing? It was the 5-drop. Cool. And lethal damage is dealt. GG, Satsuki. Sorry about how my deck is, but it's like that. It's an Esper deck. Gonti, Knight Minister, a mono black deck that's going to be stealing directly from the top of my deck. Gonti is usually playing lots of cheap, evasive creatures. Cards that have flying, cards that have death touch, things you don't want to block, because when they hit, you get the thing. They're saying, one tarnation, I duressed you. Where's your ding-dang spell? I don't, hey. I don't have a great head empty emote, but Will and Oko, they're probably also very well supplemented by mono black control pieces. Because that's what I would do too. That's what I would do. I need black mana. Probably should have saved that and played that for the white. I showed you my tarnation. Please respond. What? It's a great card. The Unstoppable Slasher. I don't have double black. But I feel like I should block this because if I don't, they're gonna deal like 14 damage to me. A lot of damage. It's gonna hurt a lot. Here's Hashaton. I'm gonna take a lot of damage this turn. Okay. Gonti seals the top 2, and the slasher brings me down to 10 life. The hash singing slasher. Ooh, Solar Transformer. I love that. Is that mine? No, okay, those are just stolen cards. I was like, did you take one of my favorite cards? Who would do such a thing? Oh yeah, a lot of people would. Likeness Looter and Smuggler's Copter. I'm gonna crew up with my Snugglecopter to block the slasher. I would like to. Yeah, I need black mana. Even if it's tapped, I'll take it. You know, oh wait, I could have reanimated. I should have dropped like Toxtrol. Oh, I can do that with a looter. I forgot. I played this card for a reason. Uh-oh. Shaldred. All right, full control mode on. I draw. I discard. I could also do Speed Brood. But they're both rough for me. Rip. But this will just let them bring things back. But only if there's things for them to bring back. Oh, hey, Restoration. See you later. Slime 'em! Oh, wait. Swamps. Swamps walk. GG, Gonti. And we died. They didn't need to kill the blocker. Shoulder was unblockable. Still worth it. GG. Zahur Golgari's pass another Amonkhet from Aether Drift. I'm kind of from the commander set. Still totally counts. Hi, Zahur. Zahur is sacrifice, I feel, because you can sacrifice creatures to surveil, and then when your non-token creatures die, get more creatures, but only once a turn. And also only can sacrifice once a turn, and this is only at max speed. Still a pretty nice 2-drop. So a Thoughtseize here, they're going to see I have no creatures, and they're going to be like, I'm sorry, where's the things you're reanimating? And then I'm going to say, thank you, Nick, for the coffee. Oh, you're so sweet. This is my partner. He's great, and he makes a really good bean. I'm talking about you. Talking about you, my bean-making man. Bye. Oh, the hers out. They've started their engines. Yep, I want Hashaton. And I am going to pay the life rather than play the swamp here so I can get double blue next turn or the Overlord. Oh, Warching, thank you for the sub. Oh, Nick's the best. He's so sweet. And he did latte art. It's so cool. He's been playing Civ 7 on my stream a little bit. He's actually playing Civ 7 in the other room right now. Tell Nick we want Civ. Civilization. Oh, they ate Hashaton. That's fine. Born Again Waffle House, thank you for the 12-month resub. And are y'all ready? Because we can do some nasty business here. They know I have a reanimation spell. They know about Unburial Rites. It's just a matter of getting things in the graveyard for it. Like you, Sarah's Emissary. I will throw the Emissary into the graveyard, fully intending, once I get to 4 or 5 mana, depending on where this Unburial Rites is, to bring it back now, y'all. I do like Nicolate. A Blood Artist, very good in an Aristocrats or Sacrifice deck, since it will be draining me for life as creatures die. Oh, they're inquiring about Kozilek. He's not here, but Malcolm is. Dang. Oh, the Malcolm Smuggler's Copter double spell would have been sweet. I'll go for Keeley Archive instead. Big ramp. We're getting to the point where I don't need Hashaton. So I'm going to just, I don't know, drop a Smuggler's Copter. Even if they discard this, I can cast it from the graveyard. Cool. They're going to get to max speed. And card draw will hurt me. I mean, I can just cast the spells. Trying to decide if I just want to, like, get rid of the Sheoldred here, or, like, do anything with extra turns, get the Overlord a little closer. I'll just do the Stalker. Speed up! It doesn't actually make my speed up. It's cute. Alright, so, the obvious choice here is Sheoldred, right? The obvious choice is Sheoldred. They get to pick one. I get to pick one. But which one did I choose? Oh! The mind games! They solved my riddle. I love Speed Broodstocker so much. I have an entire deck in paper, by the way, that's kind of like this. That's just like making decisions. It's not a Tivit deck. It's a toy maker deck. It was my Christmas present from me to me. I'm channeling my Neil Patrick Harris energy to do just the stupidest things possible. They're like, oh, she wouldn't do it again, would she? No, I didn't. I have 3 life left. Yeah, the whole deck is based around making piles, having people choose things. It has every single card that can trigger the Celestial Toymaker in it. Like, every single card printed in those colors. It's great. It unfortunately can't be played over webcam, though. because it has a lot of like face down and face up piles. So it doesn't quite work that well. Oh, nice! If their creatures die, I will die. Let me flip this little nerd. Shrink it.
At least I look like I know what I'm doing.
Drawing, discarding. Me do a second time warp? Yeah, that's the plan. So the time warp was generated from key to the archive. And I think it just gets me lethal in the air. We got big flyers. GG's to her. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Hashaton's strong, but you probably already knew that if you've been playing Brawl because there's a lot of people playing Hashaton. Not as many as are playing Ketramos. Hashaton takes a little bit more work to do, but the fact that it is Esper good creatures and also like discard stuff, it's pretty nice. In Esper, you get to stop your opponent's game plan while simultaneously doing your own. I think that Hashaton is pretty strong and makes sense why it was printed not into Standard, but as part of the Commander set for Aether Drift. If you're looking for my deck list of Hashaton, you can find it in the description below. And if you built Hashaton and you used different cards up here on the high end or different discarders, let me know, because I feel like this is a deck that is very open to putting in lots of different cards, kind of depending on what you like. I put in the cards that I had been beaten by other people playing Hashaton, some suggestions from my chats, and just like other cards that I really like. But there's a lot of really good cards that you can cheat into play with Hashaton. Even some cards that can just put themselves into play by casting them. And they're awesome. That's why they usually cost a lot of mana. But they have to focus on killing Hashaton, because if they don't, then, well, you'll get the things for 3 mana instead of like 8 mana, which is what they're supposed to cost. If you'd also like to suggest a commander, let me know in the comments. I've built Hashaton. That was one of the ones that I've been kind of holding out on just because it's good and I didn't want to do it dirty. This is a good deck list. I'm pretty happy with it, but you know, there's always room for improvements. You can change the lands, you can make more discard synergy. It's really up to what you want to do as a brewer. But yeah, there's still cards from both Aether Drift and Aether Drift Alchemy I have not made yet. So please hit me with your suggestions. Let me know what you want to see in the comments, and I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.